Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines Sunset Harbor DLC. We are back here in New York City for our 30-second video. What we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make money in City Skylines using the unique buildings. So I'm going to hit that escape button. So what I mean by unique buildings are the following. So if you're on the buildings, you go all the way to the right and it's next to the fishing industry and the warehouses. So you have a collection of unique buildings that can help you make a lot of money. So we have some of the factories that you need a lot of resources for. For example, this petroleum refinery needs petroleum goods. It needs petroleums, metals. So it needs a mixture of things like that. Then you have the soft paper factory that needs paper, glass, and other needs. So basically I'm going to start building a few of these. Now, for example, we have the industrial steel plant. It just needs metal. So to start us off today, I'm just going to honestly put this near the ore industry, which is all the way up here. So now this is a massive factory. Now we need a place to put it though. Can we put it right there? No. This is a very large building, by the way. Can we put it like along here? No. You know what the problem is? There's a fence. So let's get rid of that. We need to delete the fence. So let's get going. Give me the bulldozer. Get rid of that fence. So, hey, at least the fence is doing its job. There you go. So we got rid of the fence. So now we're going to build the very first unique factory, industrial steel plant. So we're going to place it right over here. I don't know do I want to place it on the side of the road? Yeah, let's place it on the side of the road. It won't really matter, honestly. So if we look at what this needs, it needs just pure metals. And where is it right next to? So we're going to crank this up. And since it's right next to the ore industry, like it's producing metals like crazy and glass, but this one only needs metals. So we're pretty much okay so far. And I see a lot of glass though. We might need another kiln or something like that for metals. But for the most part, we'll leave that for right now. But we are creating metals, and this is close enough to all the metals and all the storage areas for metals that it should be perfectly fine getting the raw material. So that is unique factory number 1. Now another one that we have, we're gonna go all the way to the left because we're not gonna build every single one. Then there's a furniture one. So where is our forest industry? Our forest industry is down here. So I think I'm gonna put this right over. We're gonna demolish more fences. I will replace these fences, but let's get rid of this. I don't know why when you're building a unique factory you really need to do that, but whatever. So delete these fences. Now this is gonna make you a ton of freaking money. So just keep that in mind. These buildings do cost a lot of money, but they're gonna make you a lot of money in return. So let's go back. All right, so we just placed down the furniture factory. So as you can tell, it needs plain timber and paper. And in the forest industry, we create both. And if you want to see what your stats are exactly at, like for example, you can tell our forest industry is making tons of paper, tons of plain timber. Now we could add a couple more buildings to that, but this should be fully utilized to max capacity and make us money. Now right now it does not have any in operation because we just built it. So now let's go on to the third one. So now just be aware also, while these are standing idle, the upkeep for some of these buildings, now this one isn't too bad, it's $400, but when we get to some of the bigger unique factories, they cost a lot of money. So let's go to the bakery. Bakery, you're gonna need basically flour, meat product, and that, what's the other one? Oh, and crops. So we wanna go over to our farm, which is over here. Now, where could we place this along the farm? Now, the problem is this actually gives off, can we put it right there? Yeah, this gives off some pollution, I believe. Yeah, some pollution and noise complaints. So just be aware of that. So you don't want to put You honestly don't want to place it anywhere close to the crops over here, so you don't want any of those to be contaminated. So again, we're going to look in here. Animal products, crops, flour. And you can also increase the production rate. Now that will increase the budget that the factory costs, but again, this is going to be right next. Look at there's already crops being dropped off. So that's exactly why we are building some of these unique factories so close to the natural resources. Now, this isn't going to be convenient. The whole, every factory is not going to be this convenient. So which one is next? The household plastic factory. Now, the problem with this one is that it contains a number of different items that you need, and so does this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with I'm going to guess that all of them, yeah. So pretty much the rest of these factories will need some sort of resources to, basically they need a little bit of ore, they need a little bit of farming, they need a little bit of oil, and that, that's just the way it goes. But let's get going. We're only going to build a few more so you guys don't get bored of this episode and click out, like I'm just showing you the basic way of trying to make more money in City Skylines. So I have this little area over here that I built, and I'm going to create a couple things from this area. So first of all, I think I want to make this a one-way, and we'll have it one way coming in from the highway, and then we'll have it come out this way, and then it'll just go out and around. So what I want to do is I'm going to take a one-way industrial road, and we're going to plop it right over here. It's going to be a little bit away from that highway connection, which that is completely okay. And let's drop it over here. And then if we can connect that straight on, that would be perfect. So what we're going to do from here is somebody on Discord mentioned, well, why do you have individual roads for some of your buildings? Well, that's because we don't want the traffic to bunch up on these major roads. So for example, we're going to go out like this, and then we're going to find one of those unique factories. Let's go with the household products, and we'll just put it on this corner over here, which should be fine. It shouldn't be no, well, let's put it this way. So this way, okay, so then the reason why you surround it with roads going like this, so all right, we want it to have a way out. So the thing is this if we put it on this main road, it would stop traffic, and this way it is not stopping any traffic, and it'll be fine. So far so good where we place this, and I placed this off a highway so that basically our trucks that deliver these products can have an easy exit and an easy out. Now, what you really want to do also is, hold on, let me click off that for 2 seconds. So for example, this one needs petroleum and plastic. So it's two different types of natural resources. So what we can do also is, so see how we have over here the one-way road? What we can also do is grab this one-way road and come over here, go like this, bada bing, bada boom. So, all right, so now you're like, well, why did you create this little area? Like, what's the point of having that little area? Well, let's see what we can fit over here. Okay, we can't fit a large one. Okay, so we're gonna grab a couple medium. Yeah, we'll have a couple medium, there we go. We'll have a couple medium factories over, or storage facilities, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna store petroleum. And what was the other thing it needed? Sorry, I completely, petroleum, and then we'll store plastics. There we go. And there's that. So now the thing is we're gonna have every single resource that this building needs, so the household factory needs, it can easily get it over here. And that will work very perfect in the long term. Now, I might have to do something. I might have made a mistake, guys. I know. I'm gonna move this and do a two-way road so that these trucks can actually come back and make it around over here. It's not really a huge deal, but that's okay. So we have that. That's completely okay. We didn't make any major errors so far. So now the next building we have is a toy factory. We're just going to keep this very tight. Keep it very tight. Boom. We have that around there. And then we're going to grab our one-way road. Go. Oh, nope. No, we do not want to upgrade that road. There we go. There you go. So again, it has its own road, and it needs paper, plain timber, plastic. So good thing is we already have a plastic one. We already have a plastic storage facility. Now we need a plain timber one. So I'm just gonna keep going, or keep this road going around and around, and we'll keep that a two-way road too. There you go. Now let's go straight up. Boom. Okay, again, I know this is crooked. Actually, that looks horrible crooked, but we'll fix that later. It's ultimately not the worst thing in the world. So what we need, I really wish we could fit one of these. There you go. We'll put that on the corner. So that will be plain timber. Now again, when you click on some of these, make sure you're changing the resource stored to plain timber. All right, so make sure you're storing the exact product that these facilities need, so that it can easily move from one side. So the printing press, same principle. Let's see, let's put that right there. So we're gonna have a bigger building eventually. So again, the printing press, what does this need? Oh, we don't need the road, but what does this need? So it needs paper and plastic. So we already have a little bit of both already, so that is perfect. And I know it's going to need electricity. We're getting there, guys. Don't worry, we're getting there. So another unique factory is the lemonade factory. Whoa, this is a big one. Oh my god. So that's on the main road. We don't want it on the main road. And this is also a main road, so let's not do that. Let's move this road outward. Can we do this? Hold on. Go straight across, and then we'll go straight up. I understand this isn't exact science right now. We're not aiming. We're trying to just show you guys. Let's see. There we go. We'll put that on that corner. So we're just showing you guys that these buildings will help you make a ton of money in City Skylines. So we need crops and glass. Crops and glass. I believe we have glass. But we need crops. We need crops. Nope, we need both. All right, so we need both crops and glass. So that's completely okay, storage-wise. Not a huge deal. Again, we're going to just keep stacking these storage buildings up, and I think we can definitely add a couple more like intersections where they can actually come in and get to these facilities. So that should be okay. I'm okay with the one-way road system so far, but that might need to be modified as we keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh, all right. Maybe a large one? No, we can't fit a large one. Oh. I did not like that placement. I know I could have just moved it, but I did not like the placement of that. So let's just put it right along there. So we needed crops. We definitely need to import some, not import, but bring in some crops. Am I losing my mind? Do I not see? Or, okay, so this is also a little different. You can also bring in different, so I'm going to just make that farming products. So that could be anything that the farming industry creates. So that is actually also another good thing. So I'm going to give these guys water real quick. So I'm sorry, guys. I know it's just annoying me that, and I was hoping that the factories would start working and they need electricity, and I'm just trying to get them happy. So, and we need them to start making money, which they can't really do just yet. So let's keep going. We'll do a couple more factories, and then we'll call it a day, just so that you guys get the gist of where I'm going with all this. Like the petroleum factory, the clothing factory, can that go? There we go. We'll just keep that there. Again, everything we're going to keep spread out, and just so the traffic does not overlay on each other and become annoying. So let's see, what does this need? So we're just trying, so we need animal products and plastic. So I know we don't have any animal product storage over here, so let's just put that right there. That should fit really nicely. We don't need to put a road on that. So guys, I hope you guys are getting the gist of what I'm trying to get at. Is basically, we need to get lots of materials over here and stored over here, then the stored materials that we use over here will go to those buildings, those unique factories, to basically replenish their needs. So let's see, what can we do over here? This is the car factory, so the car factory is a little bit bigger. You know what? I will put it on the main road because mainly I don't think we're gonna have that much traffic go down it anyways. So I think we'll be okay. There you go. Wow, these roads are not straight. You know what though? It's not a huge deal. I'm not too concerned about it. I can change this later, but let's see what they need. So they need glass, plastics, glass, metals, and I believe we have all those over here in storage. Petroleum, plain timber. Now, I think I am also going to do that. I am going to get a couple warehouses where you just have some of the petroleum products or oil, and we're just going to build some of those right now. And let's just do that right now. So I don't think we can fit a large one. Oh, can we fit? Okay, let's put a couple of these around here. Oh boy, these are large too. So what we might have to do after this is actually bump up the resources that each of our industries is creating. For example, let's see, hold on. We'll do one for each. So ore, we'll have one for ore. We'll have one for farming. I know I have one for farming, but we'll put another one there. And oil. There you go. Then I think I'll definitely build a couple more smaller ones for like metal. So we already have metals and stuff like that, but we can find, let's use a smaller one. There you go. Okay. Oh, okay. So the thing that I thought was in the way, that's an underground train station or subway system. So I was going a little crazy. So let's go. Let's add. All right. There we go. So we're going to keep this like this for now, and I think we'll be okay with the way it turned out. I'm honestly not too upset by anything that's happened so far in this build. Let's go to a two-way road. That's a one-way road, but that's okay. All right, so we have a one-way system, and so a lot of this will be okay ultimately traffic-wise, and I do expect this to grow in as time goes on. So, we can probably put something over there too. We could put storage like right in there, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward ahead, and I'm going to, show you guys what it's like, from a goods point of view and how much money. I'm going to do a little bit of editing and a little bit of detailing so you guys don't think this is a hot mess. Which kind of looks like a hot mess right now, to be honest with you. But I will shape this up while you guys are gone. So thank you guys for watching, and I will add electricity to it, I promise. So thank you guys for watching, and it'll be a 2-minute the usual 2 minutes, and let me start detailing. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Okay, guys, we are back from that time lapse, and I just added some trees and some detailing and some rocks. I did not want it to look completely naked without anything. For the most part, this is basically a warehouse / factory district, and there are some trees, which is fine. I've lived near a warehouse where it's actually surrounded by trees, kind of like this, so it kind of works out. So I'm gonna hit that escape button. The only major issue we honestly are having, traffic flow is going well. As you can tell, the reason behind some of these factories, like let's say this electronics factory, for example, it costs us $1,400 a week, okay? But the problem is, the crazy part is when this thing is working full blast, it's making us $7,000. Now, it just ran out of glass, which that happens because we're still building up product in our storage. But now, as you can tell, it's going down to 0. But the thing is when these things are making money, like you can tell, material costs, how much it costs per week, but you get $4,000 off of these factories, and that is a lot of money ultimately. Now, again, we are still trying to get all the storage buildings up and running to 100% completion, and have it 100% filled, which we're still trying to do. So don't freak out and be like, wow, this is horrible. Well, but again, when you see both of these, you're making tons of money. Look at $4,000 in production value. Once these things get going, it's going to be awesome. And as you can tell, these storage materials, look at plastics is filling up perfectly. We have plain timber. We have farm industry. We have animal products. The only one we're really struggling with is honestly paper. So that's oil. That's fine. Oil's 49%. Farming is good. Ore is good. But the only crazy one is paper, honestly. So I might need to figure out what to do with the paper. But overall, everything is going very well. Look at the toy factory. It's making us $6,400 in production value. So that is a ton of money. So that's why this is how you make a lot of money in City Skylines, is these unique factories and making sure that the raw materials are nearby, which they really are. Now, I will say, when you build this, you don't need this modded 13-lane road. That's kind of overdoing it, but I just wanted to try the road out, to be honest with you. But overall, this has turned out pretty well. Remember, everything will fill in. Like all these, not fill in, but all these buildings will, all the storage will fill in, and it'll be much easier to get the raw product to our unique facilities. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you have any comments, please let me know in the comment section below. But overall, I thought this build turned out very, very nicely, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope we can keep growing the city. I greatly appreciate you guys